Hey everybody, welcome back to another exciting episode. Okay, let's talk about bug out bags. This is one, it's a big one. This is my I'm going home and not coming back bag, all right? I keep a few things in it, but before we get to that, the proper way to wear it, see this? You should always have a belly strap, all right? That needs to support most of the weight of the bag. You don't want to carry all that weight on your shoulders, okay? And it helps divide and disperse the weight evenly, okay? Because you start trekking through the woods and running around with a 50-pound, 60-pound kid on, it's gonna hurt at the end of the day. You gotta kind of work up to it. So if you haven't practiced running around with your bag, maybe you should. All right, moving right along. I keep a lot of things in this kit, so it would probably be like a 30-minute video to do it all at once, so we're gonna break it down into sections. All right, this bag I got at a military surplus store. I think this is what the Marines run around with, as you can tell by the pattern and color of camo. All right, and it's a pretty neat bag because it holds almost everything you need. Well, everything I need anyway. All right. One of the things that I like to keep in my kit is climbing rope. And a harness. Now this is a black diamond harness. You can buy these at any REI or climbing store. But we'll teach you later how to just rig one up out of climbing rope, in case you don't have time or can't afford it. Either way, when it comes to climbing, there's do's and don'ts. All right, so in an earlier video, we talked about if you see red, you're dead. You know, the safety thing on your climbing gear, okay? All right, so what we have here, chalk bag, that hangs off the side, whatever side you want. Climbing harness, carabiner. Now that see red, you're dead thing, usually there's just a red mark there to remind you to, hey, lock it in so you don't have any mistakes. All right, and some climbing harnesses even have a red mark right here. So when the red mark, see, now I've got one here, so you're not supposed to be able to see any red. All right, see red, you're dead. So am I done? Not quite. I can see red. Sometimes they put a red dot right there. Now see, it says danger right there. That's because you need to come back, lock it in. All right, now I know you can still see red, but that's okay. This is the proper way to route it. All right? All right, so when you're rigging your harness, you want to be sure that all the buckles are properly routed. I know it's exciting, it's easy to get in a hurry, and that's when you make mistakes. The tensile strength of a line is usually based on the breaking strength of a line. That means the working strength of a line is 10%. For example, 2,200 pound tensile strength only has a 220 pound working limit. So, duly noted. Now, you want to be sure that everything's rigged right, because if you fall, you want that weight to be dispersed from your waist to your legs. Because if you fall, there's no telling how far you might drop, and that shock, that initial shock when your rope catches you, you don't want that to hurt anything down there, ladies and gentlemen. So be mindful when you're rigging this up. How is it going to feel when you fall? Make sure that there's no crossed lines or anything like that. Not only if you cross a line, does it disrupt the integrity of your material, it can also pinch things. All right, so let's do this one first, figure 8. All right, lock it in. Now, obviously, before I would climb, if I was going to be rappelling, I would have gloves, okay? So I'd have gloves hanging, you know, on this side or this side, depending on what kind of climb I was doing. So let's just recap here real quick. This is a running figure 8. Remember, they call it running figure 8 because you run it back on itself. All right, but if you don't have time for that, there is a better way. That's not it. So let it hang, come around, not once, but twice. And then that is a quick rig figure 8 knot. Okay, so one more time. Let it hang, reach around, grab it, wrap it once, twice, pull it through. Okay, that's just a quick and easy way so you're not, you know, routing in case you're climbing and you're up on a rock and you need the knot now. You know, there's also, we talked about the clove hitch earlier. That's another quick and easy way to do it. Okay, let's do that again. So I want to take one and fold it away from me. I want to take the other and twist it back to me. Put them together. Guess what? You have a clove hitch knot. Now that is handy in case you want to rig it up. Here, let's actually do it. Well, we'll get into that. We'll get into that later. I'll actually get up in a tree and show you what it's used for, because you can tie in with, when you're climbing, you don't ever want to have any more than one hand or foot off of a hold. A hold would be what you're standing on or what you're grabbing. Okay, this is basic rock climbing 101. So when you're climbing, one step at a time, baby steps, take it slow. Slow is smooth, smooth is fast. If you go slow, you mess up slow. Okay, so let's get back to this figure 8. All right, I'm going to come up through the middle, around the back side, back down the hole. Okay, this, my friends, is how you rappel. Okay, this is how you break. This is how you free fall. Okay, so if I've got tension and I'm hanging from a rope, as long as I'm holding it like this with my gloved hand, I'm not going anywhere. As soon as I do this, I'm going. This locked in. Okay, so one more time. Up through the bottom, around the back, down the hole, break, free fall, demonstration, nothing, something. See? Okay, guys, we'll talk about this other device on our next video. It comes in real handy too. We're going to try to keep it short and simple, guys. All right. Thank you for your time. Appreciate y'all tuning in. Stay safe. Stay salty.